I guess I get to do it this morning, right? Because it's Sunday. And you watching the Sideline Junkies and the Sunday Rise. Rise up out the cheers, ladies and gentlemen. I am the boss B. The guy at the underneath, I won't say the bottom. The guy underneath is the main and the guy over here is the big guy, KG, the show host. How y'all doing this morning, fellas?
Good, man. Good.
I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm trying something new. You know, no. See, I was left to my own devices. So I wanted to try something new, and this kind of happened after last night off air. So I was like, let me go with it, because I was, Thursday night I was gonna go with the Chris Jericho, but I got that shot down. So I'm going with the Cam Newton right about now.
You're gonna get a beating
if I'm lucky.
I'm not gonna say it on air. I'm not gonna say it on air because, man.
Fellas, another week has started. Holiday weekend at that. Man. Where y'all want to start first? Y'all want to start with the little news? Y'all want to start with the big news?
Let's start with the little news because I don't know what you're talking about. So
okay, yeah, I don't either.
It's like reading dirt sheets. You gotta be in tune. Little news is
butt cheeks,
dirt sheets, sheets.
Okay.
What's on your mind? You like the dude on daggone Wheel of Fortune? What's on your mind?
Right in the butt.
News coming out of Chicago. Right in the butt. That number one draft pick Caleb Williams is struggling in OTAs. Throwing a lot of picks and near misses. That he's possibly going to be benched before training camp. Midnight Rider, you looking like you're not holding any stock in that. What you want to say?
Let's say this. I give that about as much prudence and attention as Diddy doing anti-violence ads. There's no credence here. I mean, we're getting reports from OTAs. They're in shells. They don't even know half the offense right now. So, I mean, what are we putting stock in? And maybe he threw a couple of interceptions. So what? That don't count on the stat sheet.
I get it.
That's my theory. Hey, it's better interception than incompletion, because incompletion means the ball hit the ground. That means you ain't throw it to nobody. That's how I see it. And maybe that's just the gunslinger mentality I got. You tell me I was 3 for 7 with 2 interceptions. I'm 5 for 7. Because the ball got caught 5 times. I don't care what you tell it.
You know what's crazy? This day and age in we live in, and I'm going to tell you, social media can be a great thing. You can open your phone and you have a team-specific app that you can go to now. We didn't have this 20 years ago. You have a team-specific app you can go to. You can get all the news of your team. You can get video clips. You can get the beat reporters right there, the article. You can get everything hot and fresh. You can go to X and get all this information. And that's also the downfall of it, because then you have people fishing for news. It's OTAs with a rookie quarterback, with new offense, new surroundings, new settings, new everything. You get in your new car, you're still trying to figure out where the buttons are. Get this book, give me a break. It's OTAs. That's it. That's all I got.
I mean, yeah, and then they're talking about benching them. How can you bench somebody in OTAs?
Well, I mean, this is where you install, the first part of your offense, OTAs, your first part of your defense. So I don't. That's why I asked you guys. I'm not saying, oh, well, I told you so. I told you he wasn't going to translate. He's a USC court. I'm not saying that.
No. We just talking
the news.
No, we know. We just pushing back on the fact that it's even news.
I'm not even installing my offense and defense or OTAs. I need these guys to just come in, loosen up, throw up a little bit, get that out the way. That's what I just need y'all to come on, get that vomit out. Let's run a little bit. Everybody on the sideline gassed out and stuff. I need to get the rust off. We do that other stuff later. Who's here? What I'm working with. This is very basic. This isn't even the foundation being laid. This is you standing out front looking at the plot. I want that plot with the lake on this side or that plot with the lake on the right side. That's where we are now. We haven't even dug.
Agreed.
Now, as Jim Harbaugh say, the only thing you start at the top is digging a hole. Only thing in life you start at the top is digging a hole. I'm gonna let that sink in for you.
Let's move.
I've been in some Harbaugh-isms because I was on the Los Angeles Chargers website,
and I'm watching this clock. I'm watching the clock violently. I just want to let you know. This way.
Moving around the country a little bit. If you go to New York, they're talking about the chemistry between Keon Coleman and Josh Allen is starting to come along. But I mean, you kind of knew that was going to happen anyway, because Keon Coleman seems like a cat that's really ready to get out there and play. He's just got a high motor. So maybe this may be the shot in the arm that the Bills need with their receiving core, because call it what you want. I think sometimes Diggs act like a diva when he didn't need to. But my opinion.
Your opinion.
Did somebody say the Buffalo Bills?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, we only had 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I might have a little bit of time to speak before we hit WrestleManiac status. You know what I'm saying? I had a little bit of time. And this is my opinion. It's not shared by the other sideline junkies, in my opinion itself. But I believe the Buffalo Bills receiving core got extremely better, has been upgraded. And then, this whole thing with Keon Coleman is great until he starts 7 receptions, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then we'll see if he changed into a receiving diva. But I actually think the Bills receiving core got deeper. You got guys in there that you got a couple guys that got some things to prove. Curtis Samuel, Shakir, of course, Coleman, the rookie. You just signed Valdez-Scantling from Kansas City. Like, you talking about, would you rather have one dog and a bunch of C+, D- guys, or you got guys that you got all across the board where you could come out 4 or 5 rivalries? I say this all the time. If I got – and this is how I play Madden. This is how I'm going to play NCAA. I'm letting you know now because I'm bringing championships home, NCAA 25, college football 25, whatever they want to call it, okay? I'm bringing 5. If I can get my recruiting together, I want 6, 7 receivers on the depth chart. I want 4 or 5 of them to be 4 or 5 stars. You know why? Because they're going to be playing the whole game. I want you to bring out 4 or 5 star recruit cornerbacks to match me. Guess what's not going to happen? You're not going to have that depth to match me. Depth, I'm telling you, is a killer. If I can go 3 and 4 wide receivers, how many NFL teams got 3 good cornerbacks? And I think that's how they go to the 4th. How many got 2? Okay, and then it's that's for another NFL show. I'm just saying, everybody downplaying the Bills because Stephon Diggs left. If you go back and you watch, you ain't really lose nothing, baby.
You know what we should do, man? And this is if the big dog's watching, Lee Ice is watching, Jack Carr. I think we should have like a forum before NFL season starts. We do a round table type of discussion. We do like the 6 of us or 7, whatever the group is, and we do a whole platform on the NFL. We do like a NFL preview show, and it probably won't be in conjunction with All In Football, but it'd be something separate. And that'd be a show for the station or the network. And we can film it in Laurel. Or instead of doing it, on 7 different platforms, everybody can be in the same room.
It sounds like a plan. Let's try to get the gears in motion so we can try to make that happen.
The only thing we had to figure out is the cameras, because you have to have cameras and the mics. Because you wouldn't be set up on a situation where each individual computer holds your voice, because then you would have echoes all across the room. So you gotta do one sound system. But that's down the road.
You don't want the late 80s sound echoing and stuff? We had a little keyboard in the background?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, I mean, I'm just making suggestions here.
Bringing it home a little ways, with the Commanders, the outside of the whole logo thing, we actually had some news on the field. Jamin Davis has been working with the edge rushers. Dan Quinn has been out there with him. He's also been working with the linebackers. So you kind of sort of feel like he's going to be used kind of like Micah Parsons. But I don't think you'll get the same result, but you may get something close to it.
Why do you say you're not going to get the same result?
Because Micah Parsons is a freak. And one of the greatest problems to have is the MPP, the Micah Parsons problem. I love it. Ever since I watched that dude on Hard Knocks and how he played, I love his motor. I love his intensity. I love the way he approaches the game. I think it was a preseason game, first preseason game. He was really rolling already. And Dan Quinn called down and told him he was taking him out. And he was like, I gotta go out? He was like, yeah. He's like, can I stay in? He's like, no, I gotta take you out. He's like, come on, just let me go in for another series or two. No, I gotta take you out. That type of motor, knowing that this is not even dress rehearsal. This is just you getting warmed up, getting back into football shape. And you didn't want to come out. I love that. And that was like that every time. And there's nobody like Micah Parsons. There's only one Micah Parsons. And Jamin Davis is not going to be Micah Parsons, because Jamin Davis is Jamin Davis. So that's why I say you're not going to get the same thing, because he is him and Micah Parsons is him. So it's not a skill thing. It's who they are.
No, I thought you was going to talk about offensive rookie of the year, Jayden Daniels.
Well, I hadn't got to that yet. And I'm not going to say that's rookie of the year.
Actually, that's a bet. Oh, actually, let's stop. Well, when we get to the middle section, a stopping point, there's a bet we got to put in. And I'm going to talk about that later on. But, yeah, KG, if you want in on this, I'm betting Jayden Daniels rookie of the year.
Oh, when do we got to set something up to make this official. What we betting on for the season? Rookie of the year.
So I want to do division winners.
And this we putting this on MGM or FanDuel, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. And we're doing it as a group. So it's got to be majority decision.
Okay.
Not consensus, because it's three of us. So whatever the consensus is on that division is what we're going to bet on. And we bet on all 8 divisions as an 8-leg parlay. And if we all put up $5, $15 is going to bring us back like a couple grand.
That's chump change. I'm putting down $2,000. I'm trying to waste the rent. What are we talking about?
Okay.
Come back hard.
Look, I ain't that dude. He got grapefruits. I ain't got those.
Nah, I'm chilling with my walnuts.
But speaking of Jayden Daniels, he's looked very, very good in OTAs, as well as Luke McCaffrey. And Luke McCaffrey has been beside Terry McLaurin a lot. Watching him work in the bubble, watching him work outside on the outdoor fields. You know, it's nothing big, nothing spectacular, but it's just the way they're working. They're working no O-lineman, no pressure. Yeah, I can complete throws with no pressure. I can go 100 for 100 if I got a good receiver.
You're not going 100. You're not going 100 for 100. Jesus Christ, come on, dog. Let's stop it. Stop it.
No.
You know what's playing catch.
You know what's around the corner? College football 25. And what we're going to do, we're going to stream. Because all this talking and stuff, we're gonna see what really hits the fan. I just want to put that out there. I think we already have our YouTube channel and stuff. We're gonna be putting these games up and streaming. So if you're getting your ass kicked by the computer when you get back on this little podcast right here, don't do this. Don't be on here like this the whole time. You show your face, and if we can get MGM or FanDuel to let us bet on our own stuff, I mean everybody doing it anyway. Put some bets on that thing. Right, KG, you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Because college football is my thing. But I mean, the Midnight Rider acting like I can't throw a ball.
Dog, you talking about going 100 for 100, dog?
I said, did you hear the stipulation? I said, if there's no pass rush, I'm standing there and I'm just throwing the ball to a receiver. Yeah,
we're not. If you're talking about playing catch, then yes, you can go 100 for 100.
That's what I'm talking about.
Route. If he's running the route, you're not going 100 for 100. It's just not happening.
Something I was told one time?
And you right-handed too, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, see? So you're not that accurate. The most accurate quarterbacks are lefties.
Wow.
Okay. But you know what I was told one time?
I don't know.
I was told one of the most prettiest things to ever watch is you throw a ball, dude. I said, I know.
Whoa.
What?
Well, I don't know about this one. You gotta know Diddy that or something.
No, I'm not even doing that because
have you ever deep?
You've never seen.
You didn't catch that.
You've never seen just a flick of the wrist.
Oh God, he's making it worse. We've never seen a flick of the wrist. Go ahead, keep going.
You've never seen it.
Okay.
Tight spiral every time. So,
what that time look like? I got it. Okay.
Let's move on. Let's go.
I'm just saying we ain't the WrestleManiacs. Let me tell you this: the Don, Nubian Sumo, Big Guy KG. We are in May, and y'all have already exceeded the budget for 2025. Not 2024. We in 2025 budget with the WrestleManiacs. That's what I'm just saying. Hold on.
Hey, come on. Let's make that announcement.
That's what I'm saying. I was just about to say that. How do we not come into this show with the big news with the WrestleManiacs? How do you? How we do this?
You did it.
How I do it? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a huge announcement to make. Should have been made 18 minutes and 40 seconds ago. I get a show 30 seconds, so maybe 18 and a half minutes ago, because we're going on 19 minutes now. Nice big announcement to be made. Big Guy KG, please. You are one of the founding members of the Saturday Night WrestleManiacs. Please make this announcement.
Yeah, talk about WrestleManiacs, man.
Well, it's been in talks that trying to figure it out for next April. WrestleMania, what is that, 41, will be in Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. Sorry.
The WrestleManiacs will be represented in the place to be, which is Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
So as of right now, we're working on the logistics. We got to get everything together, see how we going to do it. We might, the boss BJ has a second home out there. So maybe, everybody can just pile up, go stay in his second home.
I don't know if you want to go to that second home because ain't no sleep there. Ain't no sleep there, and you got to trim your nose hairs if you know what I mean. I'm just saying. I mean,
that's what it is.
You want a clean draw when you go out there, so the nose hair's got to be gone.
Sorry, fellas. The whole show I had y'all on full screen. I'm like, why is it in full screen? I thought KG did it. And I looked down in the corner, and it was like exit full screen. Boom. Now we got regular view. All right, cool. Now this looks so much better. Go ahead, KG.
So be on the lookout for that. Don't know what the event's gonna look like, but just put it on your calendar. Doing big things 2024-25 for the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. So
in conjunction with Clear Production Sports. And if you want to see more of us, go to the Clear Production Sports webpage. And you can see these pretty faces anytime you want, any time of day, any show that you want. 24/7 access to the prettiest faces in sports. Hey, you the one that getting sleep yesterday. It's not us.
I actually got some good sleep.
Hey, I'm good.
NBA Conference Finals. Last game was played was night before last on Friday. The Mavericks beat the Timberwolves to go up 2-0. I asked this question. The Midnight Ride didn't answer this. How in the hell did Rudy Gobert wind up on
laziness?
On Luka
laziness
in the game.
This generation, there's one thing as a defensive player and a coach or ex-coach, there's one thing that has irritated the hell out of me is these dudes get a screen and instead of fighting over it, they just lay on it. Like, dog, he screened you. So what? Get around the screen. Like, actually have some intent that you want to defend. These young cats, I don't. It's probably because they play so much basketball in a bubble, in online, that they don't even understand the concept of fighting over a screen. The screens. No. I understand. I see your hand. Give me a second, because I gotta let this go. Because I'm 48 now. Because I don't know if I'm gonna get back to this thought after you share your thought. So let me finish this thought. If you're a defender, you don't get screened and lay on the screen. You fight over top and get back to your man. Why are you gonna let Rudy Gobert get out there and be on roller skates? Like it's incomprehensible to me that a man gets screened and get pushed down the lane. You just can't, because if you're fighting, you're not getting stuck on that screen. But these jokers, they just lay on screens. It's like all of a sudden the screen comes and like, oh, I'm sorry, okay. And then you just get moved down the lane. It's no way Rudy Gobert should have been stuck on that guy. No way in hell. Isn't that Vince McMahon's theme song? No way in hell. No way in hell.
And then it's certain people that feel like because he won Defensive Player of the Year, that he should be able to guard Luka at the 3-point line. And when I hear that, it's just like, what basketball do you watch?
Dude, this is the most annoying part of this era's basketball for me. Is they don't set good screens. But then these jokers lay on the screen like the screener actually did something. Mm-hmm. It's the worst screen ever. The dude got his feet together. So he's not even like wedging you and making you go halfway. So now you got to fight over or under. He's got his feet together when he sets the screen. So that tells me you can go either way you want. You just got to fight. But these kids don't fight over screens because it's not taught. And I'm not saying it's not taught. It's just not something that's ingrained in their being. If you want to play defense, this is where defense is the attitude and not something you want to do. Everybody can find, I swear to God, I've always seen this. A dude can sprain his ankle, and on defense, he limping like hell. He get on offense, All of a sudden, that ankle ain't hurting nothing. He out there doing the Rudy Tooty, stepping back and fading away. Second get on defensive end. Come on, man. Be better. Be more aggressive.
You would think
lost the aggressiveness in this series. That's the problem.
You would think teams that are in the conference finals wouldn't have defensive mistakes like this. When you get to the last 4 teams, you get more the cream of the crop, better defense, better offensive sets, just better game management. And Midnight Rider said it all. It's just mind-boggling that there was ever a situation where you have Dallas got what they want.
Right.
For Minnesota to have Rudy Gobert, which is a perimeter, down low defender, out on the perimeter, trying to keep up with Luka Doncic. It just that's a mistake that can't be made, and you wouldn't think it would be made this late in the game. This isn't the first week of the season. We're in the conference finals. You know where your man is a liability at.
We got a competition issue. Because if you defending, no matter who you defending, he ain't got to be involved in the screen and roll. If you're defending somebody and you see Rudy up there guarding Luka, you got to jump off of your man and risk him making that pass to take Rudy out of that situation. And you got to smack him on his hip or let him know you there and move him out of the way so you can defend that guy. Because it's not going to end well. And you saw it. He made Rudy Gobert look like when Bambi was born and he was on that sheet of ice. That's what he made him look like.
I think if you do that and you get Rudy out of there, I think he has a better chance trailing defending the basket than what he had in front. I'd rather him trail somebody going to the basket versus being out there trying to guard Luka one-on-one. Exactly. If I take that chance and you mess up on the screen and he has to trail, that's fine. But get him out of there. It's one of the things that it irks me about this league is we have a lack of competitive arrogance. Like this, I mean, and then we don't understand competitive arrogance when we see it. So when we hear a kid like Anthony Edwards say, I want to guard Kyrie, the first thing they do is be like, oh, why he call him out? He ain't got to call him out because now he set him off. No, who cares? I don't care if Kyrie bring his game. He's supposed to. I'm here for this. I'm here all day, 24/7. You bring yours. You bring your lunch pail, but when we go to the end, make sure you guard me too, and let's make it happen. Like we've lost that competitive edge in basketball, and all these dudes can walk around all day long and go Mamba mentality. Oh, Mamba mentality. You ain't got no Mamba mentality. You ain't got no killer. You sitting on the porch watching everything happen. You watching the drive-by happen. You ain't involved. You ain't shooting no guns off. These dudes are viewing these guys. It's no way you should be able to be a guard or a forward and you watch your center get dogged like that. And you make no effort to come up and help him defend. It's despicable, man. It's sad. And you telling me this is the best era of basketball? It's the best era for something, but it ain't basketball. But it does start with a B.
Here's something you said. You said guys sit around and they play video games too much. And the reason why I raised my hand to your first point, because playing as a 2K player myself, even in 2K, in the training drills, they tell you to fight over top of the screens. They tell you to get the screen, fight over top of, especially if you're dealing with a shooter.
Right.
Now, if you're dealing with somebody that like a Kyrie can shoot and drive, so you got to pick your poison. Now, if you go under the screen and he's going to drive, you're right there with him. Now, if you fight over top the screen, you at least getting a hand in his face. But you're not your man is, if you're a big, you shouldn't be out on the perimeter. If you have Rudy Gobert has no lateral movement.
He has no reason being there.
He shouldn't be that high.
No, he's there because the screen is set because they know these soft as. I'm sorry, I'm about to go there. I'm not. I'm really not trying to rant, but these dudes don't defend with any integrity and any intent. Like, just I don't know, man.
You know what would stop a Kyrie screen and stuff? He duck under and go around the screen. You know what would stop that? A clothesline. That's what would stop that. Because if I'm guarding Kyrie, this is just old school me. It's just to get a message across initially. Somebody with some good handles I can't really stay with. He got to step on me. It's happened to the best of us, right? One time you got to pretend like you got lost and turned around. You go around, he come back around, and when you come back around, you gotta pretend like you're trying to get your balance. Okay, I've done it before. You gotta pretend like you're trying to get your balance. You're coming up off the ground, and then you come in. My bad. That dude got too much handles. And you just look at him while you're on the ground and be like, do that shit again. You do it again. Be consequences and repercussions. I'm just saying.
Chuck Daly Jr.
I'm just saying.
I just think we've got to an era of basketball where guys are comfortable being screened. And that for me is very disgusting. And I know I've probably gone 10 minutes on this diatribe of how bad this is, but dude,
you're fine.
It takes no effort to fight over a screen. Like you and I think these dudes are so lazy when it comes to screens or defending or having the kahunas to defend somebody because we're so scared of the cross up.
Yes. The highlight. Being on the highlight.
They're being crossed up that they don't defend with any intent.
They're scared to be on the highlight now, and with the whole remakes of you getting crossed with these Instagram accounts and you going into another dimension.
Right.
If you're on a court, play ball.
Dude, I tell you right now, if Ed Sheffy had a remix tape, I'd have been all over it if you filmed us at Fort Stanton, because he had me on roller skates and wheels, and I'd have been in every third dimension and whatever you want to call it. But it's the effort. Like, you gotta, like, that's the part that disgusts me with this NBA is like, you can say I scored 40 and your dude can score 38 on you, but all you talking about is the 40 you scored. You're not talking about the 38 you gave up or the 45 that you gave up. Like, let's defend. Like, make defense personal. And I always told my kids that. I said I live by that. Like, defense is personal, man. Like, this is when KG talk about somebody kicking your door in and sitting on your couch and eating your sandwiches, going to your fridge, making a sandwich and sitting on your couch and watching TV. That's how I feel about defense, especially in basketball. I don't care how good you are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Here's the thing.
Because I'm in.
You're supposed to be there, but you got guys. You got guys that can play defense. You got guys that pretend to play defense. I'll take it back. If you remember that famous clip, Celtics versus Pacers, and Paul Pierce was bringing the ball across the timeline, and I think it was Al Harrington came out there and wanted to DM up. He pushed this man off and wanted to DM up. Al Harrington had no business being out there.
Yes, he did. I love Al Harrington. Yes, he did.
I love Al Harrington too, but he had no business being out there. And I love to get Paul Pierce.
Why didn't Al Harrington supposed to be out there?
Because you had a better guard that could have guarded him a little better.
No, they didn't. Nobody had the heart. Yo, defense, man, I'm telling you right now, defense is about intensity and heart.
He pulled.
Al Harrington wanted that. Al Harrington wanted that fade.
And you know what happened?
He
get down and he doing all it. Yeah. You didn't even strap him up because you was too far off of him. He took 2 steps in and pulled it in your face. What?
But okay. I think you're
settled for a jump shot.
I think you're downgrading one of the better offensive players of his time. As much
exactly.
That's not it. Listen to what I'm saying. You have to put somebody that's defensively better. Al Harrington should not have been on Paul Pierce because Paul Pierce had one of the most devastating moves with that step back.
Who was better on that team?
But when
you can find anybody better than him?
But
nobody was better than him.
That's what I'm saying. Al Harrington was one of their better perimeter defense, probably the best perimeter defender on that team. But what I think you're discrediting it. That's like saying Russell should have done this on Jordan. It's just like certain guys in their prime offensively. It's just like when Kobe want to score 2, Kobe's going to score 2. It's nothing you can do.
But see, you can't put Kobe in that category because they put a whole team on him. He shot a fadeaway jumper and made it.
No, but okay, but what I'm saying is you got to give Paul Pierce a little bit of his flowers at a certain time. When Paul Pierce wanted 2, he's getting 2.
Hey, he's got the best nickname.
But that's what I'm doing. I just said I'm not taking anything away from Paul Pierce because the thing is, you disrespected Paul Pierce by putting him out there because all he did was take 2 steps. I felt I've always felt that was disrespect to Paul Pierce. Put somebody out there that's gonna beat him up.
I always felt that was just a dude making a shot because Harrington didn't do nothing wrong on defense, and he actually challenged the shot. He made a challenge on the shot. Yeah,
he was at least 15 feet away from him, dog. Come on, man.
Okay, man. All right. I'm gonna let you have it.
That's like Paul. That's like the Paul George shot.
Dame. Yeah. At a certain point, you can only guard so far out.
Okay, hold on.
But the difference is,
let me finish so you can get the gist of what I'm saying. Because you're not you're thinking I'm bashing Paul Pierce. Not this time. I'm not bashing Paul Pierce this time. What I'm saying is
Al Harrington.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm trying to get to the Pacers roster.
No. I'm sorry, KG. You know, I'm amped today.
Oh no, there's nobody on the 03-04 Pacers roster. Al Harrington was the best defender.
Yes,
we gonna put Reggie Miller on him?
Easily.
Nah, we put Reggie Miller on him.
There's nobody else on this. I'm about to send it to y'all. There's nobody else on this roster.
You ain't gotta send it, dog. Don't waste your time.
I'm sending it for KG. There's nobody else on this roster that you could put on Paul Pierce. No, there's nobody else on the roster.
He beat Joe Lewis's ass. Matty Ice, you guys sound like the barbershop, the guys in the barbershop from Coming to America, and I'm loving it. That's what we're here for. That's the whole purpose of the show.
That means it's time to take some Tylenol. That's what that means.
But what I'm saying is, now
if Mama call him Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay.
What I'm saying is, Paul, it's something that same thing as Garden Harden. You don't let Harden walk you to his sweet spot. But he let Paul Pierce walk into his sweet spot, and he pulled the trigger on him. Bang! That was it.
But we talking about
NBA walked players. Into his sweet spot. I'm not letting you walk into your sweet spot.
No, I just said on here, we all played playground, right? And gotten dogged. It's just certain players that are quicker, faster, got that sweet. I'll tell that story another time. But it's just certain. You talking about James Harden. As much as we dog him for his lack of passion for the game, if Houston James Harden,
you doing too much.
Want 2 points? Houston James Harden is getting 2 points.
And okay,
he's going to. I'm gonna take it even better. I'm gonna take it even further than that. If it's a dude, because I guarded 2 dudes in my college, Contrail Henry and Demetrius Somerville. If these jokers want a shot, they getting their shot. No matter how much defense you playing on them, no matter how much you jumping out, it just ain't happening. Like there's a reason these dudes. I think that's the thing that NBA fans we don't get. Like there's a level. Like think about this: Patrick Beverley averaged 46 points a game at one point in his life, but now he's a defender.
Yeah,
because that's all the league sees him as. Think about that. Like we gotta do like what's his name? Tony Delk. he got at least like 1 or 2 50-point games, and Tony Delk, we just discarded him, and he was a great guard in Kentucky.
Yep.
Like the NBA has these guys that can score. I say this story all the time. When I was at Mason, the dude Kellogg that played with Marcus Camby was one of our assistant coaches. And he came in the gym and played in our intramurals. And this is why I think I don't value Steph's game as much as everybody else does. This dude literally took 2 steps across half court, pulled up for a jumper, drained that joint, and just walked back. And it wasn't like he did it once. Like he did it 2 or 3 times in multiple games. Like that's just what he do. Like we got to think about this. These dudes shoot like thousands of shots a day, and you can't take the same shot every day. So I guess I'm a little numb to sometimes when I see Steph doing what he do, but this is what these guys do.
Here's the thing.
Got off course. So I apologize.
Here's the thing. If you know James Harden likes to shoot from the wing, when he comes up the court, he likes to start his whole thing from the right wing. As he's coming up the court, I'm not letting him walk me to that right wing because I know that's his sweet spot. As many times I've played BJ one-on-one, I know he likes to go right, stutter step, pull up, and shoot. I'm not going to let him walk me to where he's going to start to go. I'm going to push him off course as much as I can. If he's going to get the 2, he's going to earn it. I'm not going to let him walk me to the sweet spot. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You don't let somebody walk you to their sweet spot where they start, and that sweet spot is where they get going, and then they pull off their move, and they do this move 15, 20 times a game.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, no. Let me ask you a question, B. How many times he stopped you from doing that? None. I know.
Hey, I was a little bit of a problem back on my day on the court. Wait, KG, let me ask you this. How many, let's take Ant Edwards. How many defenders right now can stop him from getting what he wants in the league? You name them.
You ain't got many.
Okay, but how many guys in the league has his offensive talent?
Maybe a handful, maybe 5 to 7.
I think it's more than 5 to 7.
There's a lot of guys that got the offensive talent. They just don't.
Yeah, but you just don't see it.
Yeah, you don't get to see it. That's the problem.
If Kyrie gets to the bucket, he's one of the most creative finishers in the league.
But think about this:
you going to stop him from getting to his spot?
Does Kyrie have a spot?
Okay, that's even worse. That's making my point. Now you have somebody that doesn't have a spot, that can go anywhere, that can create a finish on the fly. You're going to stop him from getting to his spot? Right. When you stop him from getting to his spot, you're going to be on your ass sliding to the baseline while he's going to the rim. He didn't spun out of you. He didn't put you in a blender and a mixer, poured you out of the ninja blender. Then he was like, nah, that's not good. That's not the consistency one. Threw that away and started a whole nother blend.
And I know what you're talking about with Paul Pierce. I used to always tell people, if you let Paul Pierce get to the elbow, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But the problem is he got enough game that you can't just depend on stopping him from getting to the elbow. Like we're talking about guys that shoot shots all the time. So anything can be there. Like everything is their shot. Like they don't have a hole in their game in that standpoint. Their hole is their opportunities.
You know how you stop
right now you can. And I don't want to cut you off, but think about this. There are so many games, if you pay attention, that a dude will come off the bench and drop 30. And you're like, well, how he scored 30? Well, he scored 30 because he's an NBA player. And he was doing this. That's what got him here. The only reason he's on the bench is because he don't play defense or he don't do this, and the coach don't like this about him. That's why that dude's sitting on the bench.
It's funny. You know how to stop Paul Pierce?
Yeah. Strippers and weed.
Well, no, I mean that and laxative.
Or a little, I about to say a little X-Lax.
This is what I noticed about Paul Pierce his whole entire career. If he puts the ball on the floor and it's like he gets that bend and he get that slow dribble, it's coming. And you can't stop it. He's going to take 2 steps to the right. He's going to cross through his legs. He's going to step back. He's going to pull it. And it's going in. But it's like you got to like get him off out of his comfort zone. But then if you get him out of his comfort zone, this is where what the kids say, he can go in his bag.
Right.
He's going to go in his bag. He's going to get something else. But I'd rather you go in your bag and get something else than hit me with tried and true. I feel like I've accomplished something. If you can't go to your tried and true and you had to go to something else in your bag that you don't really go to, I feel like I accomplished something because I made you not go to your tried and true. Like, that's a win for me in a way. It's not a huge W, but I made you do something else.
But think about this. Think about this, KG. It's 82 games in a season. It's 32 games maybe in the playoffs. And what do you think number one on the scouting report is? Don't let Paul Pierce take 2 dribbles to his right, step back, and pull up and take that jump shot.
Don't leave him
how many times that got stopped?
I mean,
because as a defender,
right? Because you got to defend everything else, no matter what.
Exactly. And I was about to say this: as a defender, let's say you got that in your head. You don't watch the iPad all night, and you see it like Kobe was talking shit to MJ and all. I know where you're going. And let's say you know where Paul Pierce is going. The human in you, as soon as he does something else, your mind now is like, I can't. I got to back up a little. And as soon as you back up, guess what he's doing? Number 1 on the scouting report for the rest of the game. Because now he did something else. You didn't guard him from going this way. He goes around because he still got handles. Goes around, you go to the rim. Goes around, you pull up for 2. Spins out of this, do that. Now you're like, I can't guard that because now he's doing everything else. Now your brain that done watched this iPad video the whole night of this step back 3, now you done added 3 things to it that you're not ready for, that you wasn't prepared for because you were so focused on stopping. You had to play, unless a guy's a one-trick pony like Bradley Beal, you have to play generalized defense. You have to play generalized defense. You can't play too close. You can't play too far away. You can't give, if they got a strong side, you try to take that away. You can't just take away one. It's only certain players you can take away one thing, Bradley Beal. I'm just saying.
But no, it's funny because there's a video, I forgot who it was. And I know B, you gotta jump in a second. There's a video out there where the guy, and I can't remember who the person was, so I apologize. But I know Byron Scott was the coach. He was like, Kobe's gonna pump fake you. Don't fall for the pump fake. Mm-hmm. I can't remember who it was. And dude got in the court. I think it was J.R. Smith. And Kobe pump faked him. He jumped. And Kobe went through him to make the shot. And all he heard was the horn because he was getting pulled because Byron Scott all week long told him that.
That's
I
true.
can't believe we just spent 30 minutes on this talking about it 101. Maddie, you right,
along.
Maddie.
Timberwolves, Mavericks tonight in Dallas at 8. Last night, the Celtics went up 3-0 on the Pacers, winning 114-111. Will you guys say that the Pacers won't win one game?
I hope they do. I hope they make at least a gentleman's sweep. But they ain't got much in the holster. They that guy when if it's Harlem Nights and we shooting up the joint trying to get Ray, quick. He the dude in the back going pop, pop. That's about what they got.
All right, let's get through this real quick. Last night, we had some things happen in the WNBA. The Alyssa Thompson takedown of Angel Reese, clean or dirty?
I don't know. Probably dirty.
I don't care what you call it. I love it. I love this chippiness. I love it. Because they genuinely don't like certain ones, and
exactly.
It's obvious that the rookies that are coming in the league with getting this attention, not just Caitlin Clark, but all of them are coming in and they're pushing the ones that like I said, they didn't grind it.
Right.
They didn't balled out.
Right.
Trying to, they didn't push them to the side, and they taking offense to it. And I love it. It made for good TV.
Good basketball, baby.
Good basketball, good TV. You turning in to see who's gonna get clothesline. This is turning into WWE.
Hey, they've actually made us have some heels in women's basketball. Now the game still isn't as aesthetically pleasing as you would want, but yes, this is what's happening. We're getting villains, we're getting heels, we're getting baby faces. Yes, let's go.
I can't say if it was dirty or clean, because I mean, but I'm loving it. It's the aggressiveness of the WNBA. What y'all eating today?
I gotta apologize to y'all because I know we do the segment every Sunday, and I've been lazy the last probably month and a half on my cooking. So I know I'm eating some popcorn chicken and fries today for lunch. I might, if the spirit hits me, I might do like some chicken and rice. Because I got some, I think it's chicken fried rice or whatever it is up in the cabinet from like Knorrs, Knorrs. So I might do some of that. I don't know. I mean, today is probably going to be my lazy day. And then tomorrow, I'm going to try to figure some things out.
BJ?
I'm about to get 2 eggs. I think that's going to be it for me today until I get home. Maybe some fruit.
You're not doing 2 eggs, cheese, Welch's grape, and a steak?
You know what? Maybe next Sunday I'll set that up.
All right.
But the wife last night made ribs, macaroni, cheese, yams, and
yams. Oh, yams.
So that's more than likely going to be dinner tonight. And
yams.
Trying to see once I get to work if I have the day off tomorrow. Because if I have the day off tomorrow, I might have a little extra heaping on that where I just sit in the chair and wonder about life and why I ate so much.
I know that's right. Yams. Oh, yams.
Matty Ice checking in. Been waiting for this one. Ribs are in the smoker. Wife is making homemade potato salad and corn on the cob. Oh,
yo! All right, so I gotta give a shout out. D City Smokehouse is my new go-to. I can get ribs and wings for $23. Most time I just settle for the ribs. The ones they sent up this week, they was on point. I only ate a couple because I knew I had to say something for the kid because the kid is a ribsaholic. Speaking of which, May 30th, fellas. I don't know if I'm making that show Thursday night because I might be partying. I might be out somewhere. The kid, he's 18. I might be able to take him to a strip club.
Oh, Lord.
Woo!
Oh, yo. We might have to take the kid to the.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, boy.
Well, you said he like ribs. You know, you can take him to Crystal City's Gentleman Club.
Oh, but before we back up, where's the rib joint you were talking about, Midnight Rider?
So D City Smokehouse is one on Florida Avenue and there's one on Good Oak Road, or now it's called Marion Berry Way or whatever it is.
Okay.
It's D City, but it looks like it almost, when I see it, it almost looks like it's DC Smokehouse, but it's D City Smokehouse.
D City Smokehouse. Okay.
And they're on Uber Eats and they're on DoorDash. That's how I get them.
We tag them in this since we gave them a shout out if they have a account.
Yeah, I definitely.
Well, time to wrap that up, B. I got to fix that from last night. We got a little sad news coming from the PGA. Grayson Murray has passed away. His family confirmed this morning that it was by suicide. He won the 2017 Barbasol Championship and the 2024 Sony Open in Hawaii. he withdrew from the Charles Schwab Challenge on a day before, Friday, citing the illness, and he was discovered on yesterday. His family said he died by suicide this morning, so condolences to his family. Little something. You never know what people are going through, man. They could be happy on the surface and sad on the underneath. So
it's all about the breaking point. Like, at a certain point, there's a point that sometimes people don't feel like they matter. They're not worth it. They don't exist. And then you just, that fight doesn't last long. And it's not for me. I'm not saying that to like bring the mood down, but I understand because I've talked to some people that have been on that verge and then on that thing. And like, one of the things I love is that shirt that says "You are enough," because sometimes people don't understand that they're enough. And then I got a great video from a friend where it was like, no matter how you feel, think about what you're doing right now. Like, I think we don't accept sometimes the small steps that we do in life. And this might be a midnight rider PSA or whatever, but like, think about what you get. Like, if you work a job and you might not have money to go out after you get paid, but you pay your bills, you give yourself a roof to live under, you give yourself enough money for lights to be on, your cable to be paid, your car note to be paid, you still winning. Like, you ain't gotta go out on every Sunday, every Thursday, or every Friday and go to the club somewhere and drink and have fun. If you're taking care of the fundamental things that get you through life, you're still winning. And you're still doing enough, and you are enough. And you got to accept that. And you got to understand that. Sometimes we don't always get the luxuries, but if we take care of the main thing, the main thing is the main thing. That's all I got to say on that.
Matty Ice checking in from Raleigh and was a huge Caniac. So sad.
It's crazy.
Well, I hate ending the show on a low note like that. But I mean, nothing else can be said because the Midnight Rider put it so poignantly, and I'll leave it at that. Matty Ice agrees. So thank you for joining us. Enjoy your Sunday. We'll figure out the schedule for the week and let everybody know.
I think we might be getting a little Jack Carr next week, at least on Tuesday. Okay. I don't know when my availability is.
Yeah, I got to figure out mine as well.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Oh, Matty Ice said, talk about the gods 8 in a row. Now that's high. That's high. Hey,
just know in a couple of days the Nats are coming out there. Talk about a conflicted series for me.
Yeah,
the past, baby, the past and the new.
Yeah, that's pretty conflicting for you.
Yeah, man. Like, somewhere in this universe, there's a Cleveland Indians jersey with the number 10 and the name Conti on the back. It was made. I owned it for a little bit, but I lost it in the moves. So, yeah.
Damn.
I should have gotten it. I should have did what I wanted to do at first. I was gonna put it in a glass in a case, and I never did it because one of my old area managers, he was like, "Yo, I got this for you." I was like, and Matty will know the name. Theron Bell was the dude that got it for me. I was just like, "Yo, love." When I got it, it was It was a little snug, but yeah.
And Matty Ice saying he going to all 3.
Yeah, I would love to go to Cleveland and at least get one of those 3 games.
And what's crazy? You said about putting your jersey in the glass. I said I was gonna do that with my Riggins jersey, my Warren Moon jersey, and as well as my Sean Taylor jersey my mom got me.
All right, so we got a couple pins. So I don't know if you paid attention to the stream the other day. The text thread, but I want to do, and this is for anybody in our group, any of the Maddies, the Pauls, all of them. I think we should all come up with a fantasy matchup. It could be team versus team. So, like I said, just as an example, like if we had the 69 Chiefs play against the 2000 Ravens, and we come up with a couple of those ideas, I think that would be a great show concept. We could even take it to basketball, and you talk about what's the Bulls team that won 63 games?
72.
Bulls.
72. They won 72 games.
I'm sorry, 72, whatever it was. So
the 95-96 Bulls, greatest team of all time. Thank you very much.
So you can put them, like one of your examples could be them versus the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? And that's just because we're in that point now. We're getting to the point where, sports are. We're not talking about baseball every day. We're not going to talk about other things. So we can talk about the extras. So that's one concept I always thought about. And then another one is positional matchups. Like thinking about a Mel Blount versus a T.O.
Under which rule?
That nature.
It's so many caveats.
Right. But see, then that's how we go about it. Because we can fight through the caveats.
Okay.
So that's one of our pins and one of our topics for the future.
All right. Well, let's get on about this thing. The boss BJ had to jump, so we get ready to do the same. For the Midnight Rider, myself, the big guy KG, the boss BJ, we are the Sideline Junkies. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday. Enjoy the games. It's a lot of sports on today, so enjoy it all. We don't do no overtime, y'all. We are out of here.